Action! Hello, everypony. I'm MasterCode, your ace analyst, and today we discuss what is kind of a grim and unsure future for G5. I will return to actual Make Your Mark content next time, but today we'll be talking about some rather interesting information that dropped. A few days ago, Hasbro's 2024 franchise overview was released and revealed the timeline for what lies ahead for this generation. Now, you can read the full breakdown for yourselves, but to keep things brief, here are the highlights. Season 1 of Tell Your Tale will conclude in December with Season 2 continuing in 2024. Alright, great. Though, here is the most telling part of this overview, and what really damns this generation. Quote, Tell Your Tale will be the premier MLP show in 2024, even referring to it as the one and only Pwnable Content series. Now you just think about that. Originally, Tell Your Tale was supposed to be the companion series to Make Your Mark, which is supposed to be the main or flagship series of G5. But now, the side series is now going to become the main go-to series for G5. Yes, the flagship series is being pushed aside to allow more focus on the companion series. Now, it doesn't sound so bad at first, but wait until we get to the rest of the overview. Make Your Mark Chapter 5 will have 6 episodes, which will arrive mid-September, while Chapter 6 will have 3 episodes that will premiere 1 month later in November. So, this means Make Your Mark, more specifically Chapter 6, will be the conclusion of the series with The Secrets of Starlight as the series finale. Now I know what you're saying. They could review a brand new CG series under a new banner next year, right? Wrong. According to the overview, Hasbro has concluded that Tell Your Tale is the much more successful show based on the demographic viewership. Now, there's many factors you could blame for this, but I'm just here to comment on the facts, so let's not go too far off the road here. However, first, a little exercise. Let's go back to G4. Friendship is Magic was the main flagship series of that generation. Equestria Girls was the companion side series. Though the two shows would intermingle at times, you felt that both shows belonged in the same universe, with EQG not taking away the focus from FIM. We would get a full season pretty much every year for almost a decade in a reasonable weekly release schedule, which built the excitement and ratings when we finally got to the finale of a season, and it worked wonderfully. Now back to G5. We had a movie, chapters instead of seasons for Make Your Mark, along with weekly, or now bi-weekly, releases of Tell Your Tale. The problem that's been systemic for the longest time is that if you only watched one of either show, you're only getting half the story. So in order to understand plot points and Make Your Mark, you needed to watch certain episodes of Tell Your Tale. Now, there has been a fan-made timeline, which does help discern the order of the episodes continuity-wise between the two shows, but still, the problem is if you don't know how certain elements came to be, such as how Zip got her fancy visor, or how the mirror string was made, it's probably because you don't watch the companion show, and it confuses your audience as to why the main series suddenly has these elements. And here's the other thing about these chapter releases having odd number of episodes associated with them. If you count up all the stories of Make Your Mark, both the specials and regular episodes, along with the upcoming releases for this year, you know how many episodes of the flagship series there will be in total when it ultimately concludes in November? 27. That's right. The main show of G5 could only last the average length of one single solitary season. It is only 1 episode longer than My Little Pony Tales, making G5 one of the shortest runs in the entire MLP lineup. And I wouldn't mind if the majority of the main series was good, which it hasn't, but unless the last 2 chapters really step things up, this generation is gonna be forgotten and swept under the rug. Sorry guys, but the sad reality is G5 just won't leave the impressive legacy that G4 had. Though, despite all this bleak news with Make Your Mark ending, there is still some hope. With Tell Your Tale becoming the stable series, perhaps with one show to focus on, the writers can develop much more entertaining slice-of-life episodes. Plus, it's also stated that there will be a couple longer specials released that will be more adventure-based, so there's that to look forward to. I know there are a lot of fans that don't like the Tell Your Tale series, but honestly, overall it is the better show, despite some dumb things that pop up every once in a while. But that's all to be seen in the future, so we'll see how it all goes. Well, that's it for today, guys. Until next time, MC out!